Hello again. We're back with another video in this series for our photography sessions, and here I am in Adobe Bridge, which is an application that comes with the Adobe Creative Suite, and it is a terrific file management to use in not only in Photoshop but for all your files that you're using in the Creative Suite, so all the graphic type files. It's got the ability of previewing things that you can't actually see in other in the kind of desktop setup. So you can preview PDFs, you can preview Illustrator files, you can preview raw files. So it's pretty handy. I'll go through the layout of the workspace, and we'll have a look at what it's capable of. Now, right now I've got my stock photographs folder open, and it's in a directory up here that's in my removable hard drive. And so I've already navigated down to that folder, which is my stock images folder. And so this little window here, I can either have a set of favorites or I can have folders. Further down here is a number of ways I can view, filter the images and view collections and export images, so we'll have a look at that too. In the middle panel here, I've got my content, and these are the images, small icons to preview the images that I'm having a look at here, and any one that I've got selected appears over on this side. Now I can increase the size of those icons in the middle with this slider down the bottom here, so if I kind of tug that to the right, then it makes it one icon at a time, or if I move it back again, we've got the two icons popping up. I can change the size of each of these panels, so I can, if I click in between the where each panel is sitting, I can, when the mouse or the cursor changes to that shape there, I can change the size of that panel and change the size of this panel if I want, and change the size of the horizontal bars there, so that it's totally flexible to show it the way I want to see it. This is actually in a Mac we're looking just now, but it's the same on the PC pretty much. There's very few differences. The other things we should be aware of right now are up on the top here, I can move backwards or forwards. I can go to my favorites. I can reveal recent files there. I can go to back to Photoshop easily. This is the most important one, probably get photos from camera, which we'll move on to very shortly, and look at how we can pull some photographs in off a disk. But there are other ways of refining the views. We can open images in Camera Raw, which would switch us immediately to that application. And we can choose different ways of outputting the files for web or PDF. And we can rotate the images counterclockwise or clockwise. So kind of typical things there. The other things we should be aware of when we're looking here is the fact that we're seeing metadata here for each of the images. So this image that's selected now is giving the typical metadata, but it goes into some depth with that metadata too. So if you've got, let's say, GPS information there that some modern cameras are doing these days, then it'll be included in that metadata. And one of the critical things we want to look at here is this keywords thing. So in this case, a number of keywords have been set for this particular image we're looking at here, and it's got child, country, fence, indigenous, kid, silhouette, sunset. So these have been manually put in so to make it easier to find these files. So that's pretty much the workspace as we're looking at it now. Oh, I should have gone up here to this is the Essentials workspace. You can look at it in a number of different ways, but I'll leave it to you to explore those things. Most of the time I think you'll be quite happy to be working in the Essentials, but by all means look at the different ways you can set up your workspace. And again, once you've got it set up the way you like it, it's easy to modify it for whatever purposes you have at any given time. So that's the workspace in Adobe Bridge. We'll move on next to the next video. We'll be showing you how to import photographs from your camera.